Hello, beautiful and wonderful people. Welcome to Jeannie's Signatures. So, my name is Jeannie. If you're a new subscriber, I highly welcome you all. And if you're an old time subscriber, I really appreciate you. So, today we'll be making this kimono jacket with the palazzo trouser. So, for the palazzo trouser, I'll not be going into details for that because, like I always say, we already have tons of tutorials on that. So the main emphasis is going to be on this beautiful kimono jacket with these black trimmings all around it. So it's quite beginner friendly and it's very, very easy to make. So, and it's coming with sleeves. They have ones that they cut together sleeves, but this one is going to be cut as a jacket and then you had your sleeves separately. So if this is what you're interested in, please kind of sit back, relax, and let's get over to the cutting of this beautiful piece. It's not going to be taking time, so just sit back, relax. Don't worry. I've got you covered. Thank you all and God bless you. So without wasting time, let's go. So I've already folded my fabric on the table. I folded into four because I'll be cutting both the front and the back together. So and then I've gone ahead to get the length of my fabric. So depending on how wide you want your jacket to be, I would advise, since it's a very free jacket, you make use of the biggest part of your body measurement, which is the hip measurement, and then you can add some allowances to that to make it free. But my client does not want her own to be too bogus, so I just use the hip measurement divided by 4 and then some few allowances, like so, like about 2-3 inches allowances to make it more bogus. So I've gotten my shoulder divided by 2 and then I came down for my armhole. So for your armhole, just divide your bust by 6.5 and then you add 1.5. Divide your by 6 inches and then add 1.5 inches. I believe you understand the drift. I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Sorry, the chalk is not that visible, even though I made use of a red chalk. If I had known, I would have made use of a white chalk. I think white would have been more obvious. But if you follow the old protocols, you're going to be understanding everything I did perfectly well. So for the bust measurements, you can just impute your bust measurement. But if you want it to be very bogus from that up down, you can just impute your hip measurement from that your bust measurement and then you connect all the way down, which was what I did. I didn't want it to be tight around the bust. I just wanted everything to be free. So I just used the hip measurements around that bust area. So whatever I have, total of what I have there is what I'll be marking all the way to the length of the jacket. So you can see that is what I'm doing. Just mark the total of what you have and then roll out a straight line to that effect. So you can see me joining it like so. So I'll just go ahead and carve out my armhole. And so for now, for the back neck depth, I made use of 1 inch. And then for the neck width, I made use of 3.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and cut this out. Remember, I'm cutting both the front and the back together. So the first thing I'm going to be doing now is to cut out the sides. And then I'll cut out the neckline for the back. So the armhole, I cut out the armhole for the front, for the back first, before I will later adjust that for the back. So I'm cutting out the shoulder slope and then I'll remove the front from the back. So this is going to be for the back. I've already cut out the neck line. So for the front, I'll just adjust the armhole first by coming in by half an inch like so. And then for the neck depth, what we're going to be doing now is just to take our tape rule and then take my tape rule and then I'll be marking to 2 inches from my middle point like this all the way down to the length of the gown. So just mark to 2 inches. You can use 1.5 inches. So depending on what you want. But I'll make use of 2 inches all the way down. So I'll connect the lines together like so. And then I'll connect from that 2 inches to the neck width of 3.5 inches. You can see. So just connect it like that. And so we're going to be cutting out that place because we'll be replacing it with a plain black fabric. So just cut out like so. Just follow exactly what I'm doing and then you'll be getting it perfectly well. So if you have enjoyed watching this tutorial, please kindly like, kindly share, kindly subscribe, and kindly leave beautiful comments. So this is what we have. So by the time you open this up, it's going to be open in the front. So this is what we have. So you can see what we have right now. So the next thing for me to do now is to go and join it on the shoulders first. So I'll take both sides of this front pieces and go and join on the shoulders of the back piece. So I've gone ahead to join on the shoulder and this is what we have. So you can see that I've joined it on the shoulder. That's what I'm trying to show us right here. So now the next thing for me is that I went ahead to measure from one point of that front part across the neckline from the back and then came to the other side of the front. So the total length of what I have there is what I cut on this plain black fabric, and I cut this on fold. When you open it up, it's going to be 5 inches, but when it's on fold, it's going to be 2.5 inches. And why I added half an inch is because I initially cut out two. Remember, we cut out 2 inches, but I added half an inch for joining allowance to the fabric. So what will be left will be that same 2 inches that we cut out initially. So this is just to adorn the neckline. So I'll go ahead and sew it from one point to the other. So having done that, this is what I have. I've gone ahead to sew it all the way from one point of the length through the neckline to the other side of the length of the jacket, like so. I'll be using my weaving machine to weave the edges later to give it a very neat finishing. So you can see the way it looks. So the next thing for us now, then you go ahead and give it a very good press so that it will lay flat, clean and neat. If you want to add pockets to yours, you can go ahead and add pockets. I already have a tutorial on how to go about that as well. But the one my client wanted, there was no pockets in the picture. So I'm not going to be adding any pocket because I've already added pockets to the trouser, the palazzo trouser. So now I'll go ahead to fix the sleeves. So in order to fix the sleeve, you're just going to be cutting out a basic sleeve. And then you're going to be attaching this black trimmings on it like this. Flip and then you flip on top. That's the way I made it. You can see that the black is not showing on the reverse side of the fabric. So I'll just go ahead and close up my sleeves and then your armhole and then fix it to the jacket and then we are through with everything. So that is basically what I'll go ahead and do, and then I'll be right back to show you the next how it looks. And then I'll go ahead and then fold the lower parts by half an inch all the way around it. So having done that, this is what we have. So we have the finished look of our jackets. So you can see the jackets. You can see that it's a very easy beginner friendly kind of tutorial. So you can rock it on anything. You can rock it. You can wear it as a standalone gown by wearing a body or gown inside of it. You can wear a skirt inside of it and then we wear your spaghetti straps. In fact, there are different ways you can rock this, and it's going to be looking pretty beautiful. So you can see the sleeves, we're gonna to attach it. So this is the end of our tutorial for today. If you enjoyed watching this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share, and please don't forget to leave beautiful comments. So you can see the neckline as well. So after all this, I'm going to give it a very good press, and then voila, we're through with our tutorial. So thank you to all my amazing subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget that next tutorial is coming up. Watch out, relax, and you'll be glad you did. This is Genius Signatures, and I'm signing out. Bye.